All right, you guys, real quick, before we get into this video, I just want to mention a couple things. One, I'm trying to do these videos in one straight shot. I'm trying to do less editing and talk about the topic of discussion in one straight shot. I was at my storage just trying to finish up some eBay work, and there was a few distractions there, like noises and stuff like that. So you'll see a few edits throughout the video. Nothing crazy, just I had to clip out some noises like cars driving by and stuff like that. Also, the reason why I believe what I believe is because, in regards to snitching, is because rehab and sober livings, those type of environments, those are life and death situations. So I will get into my belief about the topic towards the end of the video, but I just wanted to mention that. All right, this is a life and death situation. Sobriety, recovery, treatment is some serious stuff. Okay. All right, let's get into this. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Righteous Monkey YouTube channel. As you can see, I have my empire behind me. It's not where I want it, but it's gonna get there with time, hard work, and dedication, as you all know, right? That is the recipe for success. Doesn't matter what you're going through, as long as you have a vision, the strength, and the hope to get there, you can do it. I don't see any reason why not, other than health related issues, whatever. Just wanted to get that out of the way, man. I am super thankful for everything going on in my life. Super thankful for the adversity I face every day. And super thankful for all of my subscribers and everybody new, within the past 24 hours. It's amazing, man. Like, the beauty within the recovery community, the beauty within people, the willingness to help the next man, help the next person. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I just want to give two big shout outs to Birdman. I'll be seeing you tonight, brother. We'll be going live. So everybody check out Birdman Drug Stories. We're going to be doing something special tonight. Also, shout out to the Dopiates channel. Chris, love you, Doug. I love everything you're doing. Life is about progressing. Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, if you're currently knocked down, if you're currently in active addiction. If you deep down inside want better, if you want more for yourself, then go get it. Outline a plan. I wish I could tell you guys exactly how I feel, how thankful I am, and how driven I am. And I really want the best for everybody. So I'm liking what I've seen from the Dopiates channel. This guy is driven. He's seen the dark side. A lot of us have. A lot of us are still in it. But he is doing something about his situation, as am I. And that's what I want for people, instead of sulking and dwelling on negativity in the current situations. Just get up and do something about it. That's the beauty of the country we live in. Shout out to Birdman, shout out to Dopiates. All right, so this one, we're going to talk about snitching. If you're in rehab, if you're in sober living, and if you see someone bringing in dope, and you tell the staff or the sober living manager that this is happening, this is going on, is it considered snitching? I'll get to what I think about that shortly, but I'm going to get to things that could happen once drugs are introduced to the rehab or to a sober living. If somebody or yourself is bringing in dope, so many bad things could happen just by somebody seeing the dope. That could lead to a trigger for them. You don't know how your actions are going to affect the next man. That could just trigger something inside them to get all giddy and anxious, and that could interrupt the momentum that they've gained. Triggers right off the bat. If you see somebody bullying somebody, somebody that's trying, somebody vulnerable. When you're in rehab, you're really vulnerable. And if you see some person bullying the next man and you tell staff, is that snitching? There's so many things that could be considered snitching, right? I've been locked up. I've been to prison. I've been to jail. I've been to multiple rehabs. I've been to detoxes. If you see somebody in rehab or sober living making unwarranted sexual advances on somebody, and you go tell staff or somebody in a senior position, is that considered snitching? If you see somebody going in to different rooms and stealing stuff, doesn't matter where you are, rehab, sober living. If you see somebody, if you see a client, a housemate, if you see them stealing, is that considered snitching? There's a difference. If somebody tells somebody that this person or myself is not making their bed, or something petty like that, that's straight up tattletelling, right? Straight up tattletelling. There's various ways you can deal with these situations. Depending on your relationship with this person, you can go up to them, tell them, hey, this is a problem that can be solved this way. Why don't we go up to this person and talk to them instead of going straight to staff, So for me, if I see somebody bringing in dope, and if I'm trying to better myself, and if I want everyone around me safe, you best believe I'm telling staff so this can get remedied. But, like I said, depends on the situation. Depends on the exact situation. As I said before, one of my videos, I was in this exact situation. I'm gonna sum the story up. I was in rehab. My housemate, him and I were real tight. This one young kid brought dope. He brought H into rehab, right? And it was already starting to affect rehab, The clients were acting outside the norm. I didn't want to get triggered. My roommate didn't want to get triggered. So we walked up to this kid. We're like, hey, let us, we're going to holler at you real quick. Come to our room. Young kid, he was like 18, 19, something like that. At the time, I was 39. My roommate, like 50 or something. So we talked to him. We take him inside our bathroom, close the door. We were really firm with this kid. Long story short, we gave him a few different options, an ultimatum, if you will. We said, you either flush this, we're not going to let you do it, You're going to either flush this, or all three of us, we're going to walk down the hallway. We're going to go straight to staff, and you could tell them what you brought with you. So this kid decided to do the right thing, to do the best thing, and flush what he had. We made him turn out his pockets, take off his shoes, checked his feet out. We did everything except, check where it counts. But that's the risk we were willing to take. We did what we could. We didn't want to violate the kid. We didn't want to put hands on. We were ready. But this is something that I was willing to get in trouble for. I'd rather attack the situation personally instead of just running straight to staff. It all depends on the situation, right? But if I could do something about it first, I didn't want this kid to leave, go use what he had. Who knows what could happen? He was on probation. So many things could have happened. I didn't want to see him get hemmed up. Young kid, he seemed nice, real cool. I didn't want anything bad to happen to him. So we went ahead and talked to him after he flushed it, and after we knew, for the most part, he had nothing on him. We talked to him and we thanked him. We let him know about the tight community that we had in that specific rehab, and he understood. He understood. So it all depends how you look at it, right? I was willing to do what I had to do to correct this situation. I didn't want any of the people I was in treatment with to mess around and OD or something, mess around and die. I didn't want them to leave with this kid outside the treatment center. Because everybody there, I didn't like everybody. I just cared for everybody. Because for the most part, we wanted better. We wanted better for ourselves, and we were getting there. So, don't be a tattletale. Obviously, right? I guess that's it on this topic. Really not much more to say. It's a case-by-case scenario. There's various ways to go about every situation in life. Thanks for listening.